The Sumerian civilization is considered one of the earliest in human history, emerging in the region of Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq, between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Known for its monumental achievements, including the invention of writing, Sumer left a lasting legacy on the course of human history. 1. The beginnings and the rise of Sumerian cities. The Sumerian civilization began around 4500 BCE when people settled in the fertile lands of Mesopotamia, benefiting from its rich soil for agriculture and its access to water. Sumerians established the first major cities, such as Uruk, Ur, Kish, and Lagash. Uruk, one of the earliest and most important Sumerian cities, is believed to have had a population of around 50,000 at its peak, making it a political, religious, and economic hub. These Sumerian cities functioned as city-states, each with its own governance. At the heart of these cities were massive temple complexes known as ziggurats, which served as religious, administrative, and economic centers. Ziggurats were dedicated to the gods and were where people offered sacrifices and conducted religious ceremonies. Second, Sumerian social and economic life. Sumerian society was stratified, with priests and kings at the top, followed by merchants and craftsmen, and then farmers and laborers. Agriculture was the cornerstone of the Sumerian economy, with advanced irrigation systems that allowed them to control the flow of rivers and cultivate wheat, barley, and dates. Trade played a significant role too, as the Sumerians engaged in long-distance commerce with regions such as the Indus Valley and Elam. They imported metals, wood, and gemstones, and exported textiles, oils, and agricultural products. 3. The invention of writing, a leap toward civilization. One of the Sumerians' most groundbreaking achievements was the invention of writing, which marked a pivotal moment in human history as it allowed for the documentation of ideas, transactions, and the transmission of knowledge across generations. Writing began around 3500 BCE as simple pictograms, where symbols represented physical objects such as grains or livestock. Over time, these pictograms evolved into a more abstract form of writing known as cuneiform. Cuneiform was used to inscribe texts on clay tablets, which were then dried in the sun or baked in kilns to ensure their preservation. The significance of cuneiform allowed the Sumerians to document many aspects of daily life, from trade records and tax logs to legal contracts and religious texts. They also used it to write stories and myths. One of the most famous surviving Sumerian texts is the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest literary works in history. It tells the story of King Gilgamesh of Uruk and his quest for immortality, addressing themes of life, death, friendship, and the search for meaning. Cuneiform writing did not remain exclusive to Sumer. It spread to neighboring civilizations such as the Akkadians and Babylonians and was used for over 3,000 years. 5th, Sumerian religion and mythology. Religion was deeply intertwined with Sumerian life. They believed in a pantheon of gods that governed natural forces such as rain, fertility, and the seasons. Each city had a chief deity worshipped in its grand temple. Prominent Sumerian gods include Enki, the god of water and wisdom, Inanna, the goddess of love, beauty, and war, and Anu, the sky god. Priests played a vital role as intermediaries between the gods and the people, overseeing rituals and temple management. Many Sumerian myths explain natural phenomena and gave meaning to the world around them. These stories were passed down orally and were also written on clay tablets to be preserved for future generations. The decline and fall. By the end of the 3rd millennium BCE, Sumer's power began to wane due to internal conflicts between city-states and invasions from neighboring peoples, such as the Akkadians, who founded a new empire under the leadership of Sargon of Akkad. Despite the gradual fall of their cities, the Sumerians' cultural and intellectual influence remained. Cuneiform writing was adopted by subsequent civilizations like the Babylonians and Assyrians, helping preserve Sumerian achievements. 7. Sumer's legacy in human history. The legacy of Sumer extends far beyond the invention of writing. They contributed significantly to the development of legal codes and administrative systems. One example is the Code of Ur-Nammu, one of the earliest known legal codes. Their influence is also seen in architecture, with their ziggurats and mud brick buildings inspiring later civilizations. Sumerians made groundbreaking advancements in astronomy, mathematics, and calendar systems that laid the foundations for future scientific development. Even though their civilization vanished thousands of years ago, the Sumerians are still regarded as a cornerstone of human history. Their beginnings sparked the rise of complex societies, leaving an indelible mark on the development of civilization. The story of Sumer demonstrates humanity's capacity for innovation and adaptation to its environment. The simple yet profound invention of writing transformed the course of history, and Sumerians were the first to raise the banner of civilization in Mesopotamia. Their achievements continue to bear witness to the greatness of early human ingenuity.